Hello everyone. I hope you're listening because what I'm about to disclose is so unbelievably messy, disrespectful, and shocking that it could potentially blow up the internet again. Claressa Shields just acknowledged on video that she intends to have a child with Papoose. Yes, a child with the same Papoose who is still legally married to Remy Ma, not separated or divorced. Which is why Remy Ma isn't just trending, sis is spiraling. In what way did we arrive here? Is war posing as parenting, not just another high-profile romantic triangle? Remy is reportedly devastated since Claressa tweeted it loud and bold, as though she were announcing a championship battle, without subtly hinting or teasing. Well, let's get going. Apparently these days, it's not enough to just win someone over, you also need to establish roots, leave a legacy, and deliver a direct emotional hit to the ex-wife's heart by announcing the pregnancy. Let's now travel back in time for the people who were lost in the rear. When a woman loses her partner and finds out that the spotlight queen turned other woman is expecting a child, it's not only a loss, it's a blow to her entire world. They were the couple of black love personified in matching clothes, and yes, even behind today's barriers, they held it down for Papoose during his peak and decline. Everyone also said that if Remy and Papoose couldn't make it, there was no hope left in the world. They started their drama with murmurs, rumors, and the odd suspicious post. But Claressa swiftly rose from a supporting player to the primary spotlight. Claressa entered the scene like the opening round of a title battle when Remy and Papoose's marriage encountered a snag. But she arrived with lashes, a lace front, and a strategy instead of gloves. It is now notorious, and it was the pivotal moment. Yes, the same birthday celebration at which Papoose famously proposed to her, as though Remy had never been born, shocking everyone in the process. With memes, think pieces, and even outcries about the fall of loyalty, the internet essentially exploded. Remy didn't publicly show her grief, but according to insiders, she left the party early, sporting a black hoodie and a look that read, "I wish somebody would." A few days ago, Claressa sat down for an interview, looking calm and sipping sparkling water, as though she hadn't just rocked someone's 10-year marriage. Then she added, "Yes, we're planning to start a family," as though she were placing an order for dessert. It wasn't just bold, it was explosive. Claressa didn't announce a relationship, she announced a legacy. She isn't just with Ray's husband, she's taking the future. Remy likely dreamed of the family, the legacy, the headlines, and let's not forget, this is the same Claressa who once advised followers to stay in their lane. Now she's driving right through Ray's, honking twice as she does. Social media went into overdrive within an hour of the interview. One source said Remy was so shocked by the news that she locked herself in her dressing room for hours before a private gala, while another said she broke her phone after seeing the video go viral on Twitter. Speaking of Twitter, fans shared old photos of Remy and Papoose's wedding, the visits to the prison, and the years of loyalty, and people were essentially writing digital eulogies for their marriage. One tweet said, "And while some supported Claressa by referring to her as a queen who knows what she wants, others weren't so kind. Why are y'all mad she won?" Remy stumbled, and another user tweeted, "Let's be real, if he was so in love, he wouldn't have left." Claressa is just doing what Remy wasn't willing to do. There isn't a single article, statement, or even GIF that reacts to Papoose. Silence. He's hiding, according to others, because he knows he made a big mistake. This could be one of the most calculated public betrayals in recent history if the rumors are true. It's time to discuss the history of hip-hop. Claressa was ready to start building with Papoose as long as 3 months ago, according to a leaked chat thread between her and her manager. The time that Remy and Papoose were supposedly working on their marriage behind closed doors was 3 months ago, so that's right. However, there has been simmering behind-the-scenes tension, according to another insider, this time a former assistant who worked events for both Claressa and Remy. So the drama doesn't end there. The assistant claimed that Remy sensed something was off for months as Papoose started missing studio dates and avoiding his location when he was on the road. According to the assistant, the final straw was a ticket for a personalized baby charm necklace that was supposedly for Claressa but wasn't for Remy or their daughter. Was it accidentally left out of the glove box, or was someone trying to stay hidden? Remy has been silent since the baby plan was made official. There hasn't been a rebuttal interview, an official statement, or any suggestive subtweets. But if the look on her face leaving that bar last Friday is any guide, Remy is done hiding because, despite Claressa's moment, the real fight is just beginning. And it did because, although Claressa's interview about her baby announcement was the initial spark, a full-blown firestorm started within 24 hours of the video's release. Imagine receipts with timestamps. The first was a screenshot of a private Claressa Instagram story that was never shared publicly but was allegedly screen recorded by one of her close friends who turned disloyal, according to an unnamed source. Claressa is heard laughing off camera in the clip as someone, most likely Papoose, adds, "You better not let anyone know we're trying already." We all know what that implies, but wait, it gets better or worse, depending on who you're rooting for. Screenshots of an alleged FaceTime conversation between Claressa and a luxury Miami baby store were shared on a verified gossip page. She pointed to CRIES, inquired about gender-neutral aesthetics, and laughed when the store owner said, "You planning early, huh?" Her response was, "I like to be ready before the internet starts talking." It was too late, but Remy didn't say anything for a long time when her publicist suddenly shared an ambiguous Instagram story with 5 chilling words: a black screen, white text, no context, no tags. People on the internet went wild, interpreting the story as if it were a warning or a Beyoncé lyric. Memes were trending, fan accounts were making timelines about Papoose's transformation from husband to hype man, and TikTokers were reenacting the entire drama like it was Shakespeare. But just as things were starting to cool down, bloggers started posting a leaked audio clip that was allegedly sent by Papoose to an unnamed friend. "I'm in deep, bro," said a voice that sounded a lot like Papoose. "I thought I was doing the right thing. I didn't know she'd go public like that." Papoose apologized for the baby drama. YouTubers even gave it the donkey of the day. But then came the final straw. Remy Ma's sister. "Claressa was talking to Monchias, and my sister knew she tried to save her marriage anyway," she added, adding that now she had to wake up to baby talk. "He should be ashamed of himself, Papoose. This isn't just wrong, it's humiliation. You don't publicly build a family with someone new while your wife still wears your ring." On her actual blood sister's Instagram live stream, there were 23 minutes of pure, unfiltered, no PR, all heat. Perhaps the most memorable part was when Rooney's boom mic captured a now viral quote. It was so catchy it got turned into ringtones, merch, and TikTok audio. The responses were loud, emotional, and divided. A third group, Team Papoose is Wrong, emerged with digital torches and dragged Papoose all over, calling him the biggest letdown in hip-hop. One of their tweets went viral with over 100,000 likes, saying he wrote all those lyrics about loyalty only to mess it up for a gender reveal. There were heartfelt posts, throwback pics, and even petitions calling for more support for women in toxic industry relationships. Claressa clapped back, accusing Remy of being outdated, bitter, and unwilling to accept she was replaced. But then came a stylist who worked with Claressa last week, claiming the baby plan announcement wasn't even real. According to the stylist's anonymous tip to a gossip blog, Claressa wasn't even trying, and it was all just PR. This isn't just about love, it's about control, power, and staying ahead of a story, even if the story hasn't happened yet. At a recent industry dinner, Remy showed up with grace and poise. And guess who was with her? A tall, well-dressed mystery man who had social media in a chokehold by sunrise. Now people are wondering if Remy is rising again, planning something, or preparing to finally speak her truth. One thing is clear, this story isn't over.